Hi everyone, it's Krista and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not new, hello again. So this is my channel. I love to do DIYs on a budget, Dollar Tree DIYs, thrift flips, farmhouse and rustic, wreaths, and seasonal decor. So if you like what you see here, you know what to do. Hit that red subscribe button. Also leave me a comment. I love to hear what you guys think. And also give me a thumbs up. That helps my channel. You can also follow me over on Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, and Facebook. And now on Facebook, every Friday at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I go live and do a live craft and chat. So those are down below as well. So today is about under $5, and our host is Farm Charm Chic, and our guest host is Our Great House. More about that in a minute, but first, DIY number 1. So the first DIY, I have this laser machine, and I've been doing a lot of cutouts, and I made this adorable, skinny, tall cow, sorry. And he's so adorable. So yeah, so there it is, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do with him in a minute. But first, I'm going to use some of the antiquing wax, and I'm going to put that on with a baby wipe. And it also comes with a stand. I'm going to do the feet with the black ink paint by Waverly. And then I'm going to do, and I'm sorry, it is a pig. Sorry, guys. I did a lot of animals in this video. A lot of farm animals. And I did the heart also in the pink. It's called Barely Pink. I'm going to show you how I make my little raggy bows. All I do is I use a Bodabra. This is a small Bodabra, and I take some ripped strips of fabric or lace, and I just flip it back and forth, making loops, and yeah, and I just keep doing whatever colors coordinate with my project. And you put a piece of jute twine down the center of that, and that's what's going to help tie it together. And you just fill it, as much as you want, and then I'm just going to tie it in a knot. I brought the string up, tied it in a knot in the front, and then I'm going to bring it in the back and tie it more secure. And then all I do is mess around with it for quite a bit. And I just, pull my little tails down and trim them up to my liking, and then fluff out my little loops. Now we're going to glue this all together. So the first thing I did is put everything down, and then I'm going to use some, oh, I forgot, yes. I went around the edges with my dark wax. This is a Kills wax. I get it on Amazon. That'll be down below in my description box in my Amazon shop if you guys are interested. You just use a stencil brush, go around the edges, and then rub it with your finger, and it just kind of gives it a distressed vintage look. And that's the look I like, so that's what I was going for. And I took a tag and I put oink on it for the pig. And then I'm going to rough up my tag so that it looks old. So I just used one of these little tools I have. But you could use scissors if you don't have this tool. And then I just crumble it up. And then I go around the edge with the wax as well. And I just make my tag look really old. And then I'm going to glue with some super wood glue and hot glue to put my nose down for my pig, and then also the feet. So I love using this wood glue, super glue from the Dollar Tree. It works great, you guys. I absolutely love it. And I use the hot glue for instant hold. And then I just glued everything down. Now I make these I'm going to start putting them in my Etsy shop little by little. So if you guys are interested in purchasing one of these wood kits, let me know and I will make one for you. You can message me over there on Etsy, or you can message me here, or you can message me on Facebook Messenger. I'm all over. So as long as you follow me in one of those, you can message me and I can get a kit for you. And there it is. So next, I'm just going to put this little stand together, and all you do is you take the triangle and you slip it in with some glue, and you slip it in the little slat, and then I'm gonna glue this to the back of my farm animal here, and that's what helps it stand. Really easy. Look how cute he is. I love it. So you guys let me know what you think down below in the comments. I think it turned out super cute. So this is 5 under $5, and like I said, this is our host and guest host this month. There will also be a playlist along with their links to their channel down below, so make sure you go check everyone out. Those will be in the description box. So now DIY number 2. So now this one's going to be a cow. So I'm going to be using some scrapbook paper, some more paints, and some more of my dark wax. So the first thing I did is I painted my black pieces first. So this also comes with a stand, and I do make these as well. And I use a sponge from the Dollar Tree to paint my stuff. I just think that it comes out so much smoother. It doesn't give you those brush strokes, and it just makes it a lot nicer, and it dries quicker as well. So I painted some barely pink for the ears and the nose as well, and then I did the body in black. We are going to put scrapbook paper over this, but I did it black anyways, the back, and I also did the sides just in case my scrapbook paper, I make a mistake and it doesn't cut all the way. So now this scrapbook paper I got from Hobby Lobby, and I love it because it kind of looks like Mackenzie Childs paper, so that's why I like it so much. And I cut it out, and now I'm going to put down some Mod Podge, and I'm going to glue that to the front of the body of my cow. And then the star I did in a different pattern with polka dots, and that gets glued on the body as well. So now I'm going to use my dark wax again, and I'm going to go around the edges of everything because I love the rustic vintage look, so that's what I'm going for here. If you don't like that, then just skip this part altogether. And I'm just going around all the edges. And this stuff, a little goes a long way with this dark wax, so it's great to use. I'm also using a baby wipe to help smooth it a little bit with my fingers. And if you get too much on there, it wipes off very, very easily. So that's what I like about it as well. And this is just going to make it look old. And then once I get the ears done, then we're going to glue everything together. This is really easy as well to put together. That's what I love about these kits. They're so easy and versatile. You can make them, you know, and put as much or as little as you want on them. And then I put the little hair on the top. And now I'm going to glue down the little ears. And I like this barely pink color. It's a folk art paint that I got at Hobby Lobby. It's the perfect color for this type of, for the ears and the nose. And then we're going to glue the whole head onto the body like that. And I'm just making sure I don't put glue in the spots where there isn't going to be stuck down to anything, because I do that a lot. I put it in the spots where it doesn't even show. And then I'm going to stick the star down next. Now I'm going to use a piece of jute twine, the thicker one that you get at the Dollar Tree. And I am going to use that for the tail of my little cow. So what I did is I took the end of it and I unraveled it. And that's kind of like the bottom part of the tail. And then the top part I'm just going to glue down. And I just cut it so it's long enough for the body of the cow. And then I just put a lot of glue and glued that down. And then I took a little button, a little black button that I had, and I stuck that on the top. And now I'm going to glue these two circular pieces together. And this is what's going to help hold our cow up. Now the middle section, the little slit, is a little bit bigger, and it's so that you can fit this in there, okay? The bottom part here. So what you're going to do is going to put some hot glue on there and then stick it down and hold it down until it sets. And then I took some Spanish moss and I put that around the bottom portion of the little stand just to give it a little more decor to it. and I really liked the way it turned out. And then I took a little buffalo check bow that I had, and I just tied a simple bow, and then I just glued that to the bottom. And there is our cute little cow. Isn't he cute? I absolutely love him too. You guys let me know what you think down below. And like I said, these are all going to be available in my Etsy shop. So I'm getting ready for a craft show. So I'm going to be selling a lot of this stuff there too. So that's why I'm waiting to put everything in my shop until after my craft show. So this is DIY number 3, and I'm going to make a sign now. And it says, welcome to our coop. Now these are all under $5, just so you know, because the wood pieces I cut myself, and it doesn't cost a lot for me to get the wood. So I'm going to paint the circle with the burnt umber paint. I'm also going to paint the fence part, the chicken wire fence, with the burnt umber in that middle section, and also the welcome sign as well. Now I'm going to rust up the fence, and the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to dab a little bit of the burnt umber down, take some cinnamon, sprinkle it over the top, and then take the burnt umber and just dab in certain areas again, and that's going to hold the cinnamon down. Then I'm going to take the eggs that go on the sign, and I'm going to do those with the plaster paint by Waverly, and the chicken's going to be a mixture of different colors. So I started with the burnt umber first, then you'll see I'm going to go in with another color after that. And just to make the chicken look, you know, stand out more. So I did it with a darker color, then I went in with a lighter brown color, and I just went back and forth until I got it to my liking. And I used a paintbrush for this part, so. And then I did the little vine on the side of the chicken in the hunter green color, and also moss. So I'm going to use this is a lighter color. I believe it's beach color, which is a weird color to do on a chicken, but it worked out perfectly. It might have been the khaki, I'm not sure, but I just went back and forth with those two colors. And I really like the way the chicken turned out. I think it turned out great. And then I did the feet of the chicken in black. And like I said, I did the green, hunter green color for the vines on both sides. And then with the dark hunter green. And then I went in with the moss on top and kind of like blotched it in to give it 2 different tones as well. Just like the chicken. And sorry for my voice, guys, but I'm sick and I'm just getting over it, so that's why my voice sounds funny. But I went around the edges with the dark wax as well on this. I just did the eggs and the welcome to our coop part. And now I'm going to use a wax candle, and I'm going to rub that all over the back of our sign. And then I'm going to go over the top of it with the plaster. And we're going to make this have the chippy look. So that's what the wax is going to do. And I just went over the whole top of it, and then you dry it. And then I just go in with a scraper after it dries, and I scrape off. I go around the edges specifically because I like to get that dark to come through around the edges especially. And then I scrape the whole thing until I got it, you know, the way I liked it. And like I said, if you don't like this look, just skip this part altogether and just paint whatever colors you like. And then I also sanded it as well to kind of smooth it out after I scrape. I always do that as well. And then I'm going to glue everything down. So the first thing I'm going to do is set everything down, and then I'm going to take my glue, and I'm going to use a little bit of the super glue again and the hot glue, and that's going to secure this all down so that I make sure it's going to stay down and not fall off. You just got to be really careful with the chicken wire part of this because it's very thin and don't want to burn your fingers like I did, because I always burn my fingers with the glue gun. And then I glued down the center portion where we're going to put to our coop on, and then I glued down the welcome. And I always use this combination of glue to make sure that, you know, everything stays down. And now I'm going to glue down my chicken. And this will also be available in my shop too. So make sure you are on the lookout for that. And like I said, if you would like me to make one, just let me know, message me, and I can get that for you. The prices are all different because it depends on what wood you pick. And also, you would have to pay for shipping, of course. But I could let you know all that. And then I'm going to take my little wooden beads and I'm going to color a few of those with the burnt umber, and then I'm going to dry them, and they roll everywhere. But this is how I do it. I spray a little water inside of a cup, and then I just put a little bit of the paint in there and swish it around with my paintbrush, and then that's it. And now I'm going to string it onto my little jute string, and then I'm going to put it on my sign. Now, some of these come with the round and some don't, so you might have to purchase the round yourself. It just all depends on which ones you pick. And then I made another bow like the last one, and I put a button in the middle. So let me know what you think, but this is how it would look on a door. Isn't that cute? I love it. Let me know what you guys think down below. So now DIY number 4, I'm going to do another wooden sign. This one is a Highland Cow, which are my favorite. I love Highland Cows. And this one says Hello Spring. And basically I'm going to go on with some of the same colors. I am going to use some scrapbook paper though to like kind of do like a back file on this. That's what we called it in scrapbooking. But what I did is I cut out the flower part and I'm going to glue that down to the back of my laser cut cow. Okay. And that's going to color, that'll color in the parts of my flower, which I wanted them to be yellow. So that's the color I went for my flowers. And then I used the green to do the leaves, and I cut that out. And then the whole back of the cow, I used this really cool paper that I had. I don't remember where I got this, but I've had it for a long time. But you can use any scrapbook paper that you want, that you like. And then I glued that on. Okay, now the top part, the wooden part, I just painted with that burnt umber. And that's just, and now I should have painted first, yes, but I didn't because I forgot to. So if you're going to do this, I would paint first, then put the scrapbook paper down, just so you're sure you don't get the scrapbook paper and get any paint on it, you know, through the little holes and everything. So that's what I did here. So then I went and I did the same thing to the back. I went with the burnt umber again. I just love this color, you guys. I love it, the dark underneath and then the light on top. And then the scraping, it just, I don't know, it's what I'm into this year, and I don't know what it is, but that's what I like to do. I like the old look. And then I went around the edges. I didn't need to do the center because there's another smaller round that's going to go in the center of this bigger round here. And then I did the same thing. I scraped to get that look. And then, of course, I went around and I used my sander to sand it all up. Now, the smaller circle, it comes with the small circle. So if you want the larger 12-inch, you're going to have to, you know, get it at Hobby Lobby sells them, or you can get them at, or even a 10-inch you could get at the Dollar Tree. They sell them. So, yeah. But the smaller one it comes with, but not the larger round. And I stained it, and then I ran around the edges. I went over the top of it with the plaster paint, and I did a dry brush. And now I'm going around the edges to kind of define it a little bit more with the dark wax. And now I'm going to paint my letters. So this was fun. Painting those little letters was really quite the task. But I did it. And then I'm going to glue the whole thing down with my hot glue, and yeah. And then I'm going to glue the center down, the center piece first. No, first I glued down the cow to the little center. Now I'm going to glue down the whole circle to the bigger center. And this kind of makes it more sturdy. Now you could leave it small and just use that small one, but I wanted to make it bigger. And I already have these rounds in my stash, so I said I'm going to use them. And yeah. And then I just glued down these really cute, I put some beads on it again and I painted those. And I did the spring in the yellow color, maize color by Waverly. Put a bow, and there you go, you guys. Really easy. I love these kits. Let me know what you guys think. So now for the last one, DIY number 5. So this DIY, I'm going to use this little cow here. And I am going to paint him. He's a Highland Cow. And I think he's so cute. This one's my favorite because I love Highland Cows, guys. And I painted the back of him with the burnt umber. So I'm only going to do the top part in his ears because that's all you're going to see. Because we're going to put another part on top. So you'll see in a minute. And then I went down to the bottom and did the bottom part of the body. And I left the horns because we're going to color that a different color. So now I'm going to use this paint, this folk art paint. It's a beige khaki color, I believe. I went in with 2 different beiges. One's a little bit darker than the other. And I just like painted in like the hair. I kind of like did like a brush stroke on it. And I did it like on the tips and on the top where the hair actually is. And then I just kind of went over the whole thing. And then I just kept mixing these 2 paints with my paintbrush until I got that color that I liked for the Highland Cow, which is that perfect brown color. And I did the beard part of it. I always say it looks like a little beard on them. I did that as well. And I did the little bottom parts of the feet too, where the hair is and the tail. Then I went in with a really stencil brush, and I did a little bit of the burnt umber dry brush over it as well to bring in some of those dark highlights. And I love the way this turned out, you guys. It's so stinking cute. Now these for me to make were under $5. Are they going to cost you under $5 to get? But I mean, you can purchase the files on Etsy. And if you have a laser machine, you can cut them out yourselves. If you have a Cricut machine, you could actually cut them out yourself as well. So you can make these on your own. You don't have to get them from me. This is just what I'm showing you what I make. Now, I do make these as well and put the make version in my shop as well that you can purchase it already made. Or you can make it yourself, which is a lot cheaper. So, a lot cheaper. So, yeah. But I just wanted to show you guys this in the 5 under 5 because it's really hard to get 5 under 5. So that's why I give you other options just in case. Oh, and I also painted the sign with the moss color. And this is really cute too. The sign, it says, "Home is where the herd is." Really super cute. And then it goes on this little piece that's going to stand up. Now this is all going to go on a stand. Now I'm just gluing it all together. And then I put the home on the top of that part there. So I figured I would show you guys this. I know that they have these signs somewhat like these. Not as well made at the Dollar Tree, but they do have them. My wood is a little bit thicker that I cut out with. But yeah, I mean, you know, there's all kinds of choices for you guys that you can do. All different things with these. So, but they're worth it. I like it. It's super fun. And if you want, get a laser cutter, you guys, because they're amazing. I love my laser cutter. I have a Aurora laser cutter and Glowforge Aurora, and it's super awesome. And then I just took my paint marker and I went over the eyes and the mouth that are outlined. It's basically like engraved on there, so you could go over it really easy. And then I put a little eye there. It's like kind of winking. And then I just glued all my pieces down. So same thing as the other ones that I've done. And these are really easy to figure out where everything goes to. So that's what I like about them. But I hope you guys like this. I'm really happy I could share this with you guys because this is another way to find an affordable way to make crafts is getting craft kits like this and making your own stuff with them. And then painting them the way you want and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. But if you do get it, oh, and then I give him little blushy cheeks with my little Distress Oxide. This is worn lipstick. And I did the horns too. And there he is. So you guys let me know what you think down below in the comments. I hope you guys like it. If you're interested, let me know and I will see what I could do for you guys. And I promise to make it very affordable, just like the 5 under 5. And as always, remember, check everyone out. And remember, stay crafty. Bye.